Well, hello again, folks. We're back for more action here at the project, as I'm calling it. Started some tree work today, and before I go any further, I don't want to get yelled at. My wife's already told me. A lot of times I was cutting with my chainsaw, and I had my safety glasses up on my top of my hat instead of over my eyes. So I think right here I tell you that. Yep, better put my eye protection on before I get in trouble. I do that all the time. I've done it again during this video, so bear with me. At any rate, starting on some tree work. But before I do that, I wanted to tell everyone that I got another truck. My little white truck kind of conked out on me. It was an older truck and had all kinds of miles on it when I bought it. My wife did not want me to buy that truck. She said, go get you a good truck over at the dealership where we buy our vehicles. And so I finally did that. So I bought a little bit newer truck and a better truck. And of course, a few people have already said, boy, you're making a lot of money on YouTube, able to buy all these new trucks. Rest assured, whatever little money I make on YouTube would not allow me to buy a new truck with, so that's all on me and my wife's retirement money. Anyway, it's funny because coming up through the years, we never really had new vehicles. I think we bought one new vehicle, and that was when we were stationed down in Mississippi, and we bought a 1982, I believe it was, Chevy Cavalier, and that was the first year they came out with a Cavalier. And people always say if it's a new vehicle in their line, don't buy the first year model because there's always kinks to work out. It was a good car. I'll continue the story in just a minute. This is a conversation I had with the owner's daughter and the owner, if you care to listen.
Jared, come on the porch.
Hey, how you doing? How are you?
I'm both ground breathing, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, careful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we just heard the chainsaw.
I'm there.
Wait, he's here already? Yeah, he's okay.
Well, we're gonna come over this morning, but I had to put a new light in the kitchen, so.
Oh, that must have been fun.
Not bad. Is that the big tree that y'all were talking about back there? Remember you said there was one leaning over the metal building?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll limb that
I
up.
didn't know. Oh, I thought it was the whole tree that was leaning. No. Now I see clearly. It's like, no, it's not a tree.
I don't know what, like, you want these here cut down? Or you want to leave some here and there, right? I mean.
Well, no, I want that one gone, but let me grab that.
This one here?
Yeah, the one in the middle. Yeah,
okay.
Because that's new.
Right.
All right, in that case, let me grab that.
Okay, yeah. Just so I don't go crazy and start cutting down stuff you want.
Me, I would probably say get it.
Why?
Because, like, one less tree we have to go deal with, you know.
Right.
Hey, Dad.
Okay, real quick here. That was the daughter. She called her dad and the owner. He's going to step out and talk for a while. And I thought it'd be interesting if you folks, heard some of what he had to say, or if you can. It's just a short clip, so I'll cut out when he comes in, and then I'll be back with you when we're done talking.
Oh, looky there. Looky there.
No, Gracie.
What you doing there, Gracie?
That down.
The gate is open. I don't know if you knew that or not. Okay. Gotcha. How you doing there, young man?
Not too bad.
Hey, did you ever know a guy up here at Seymour? Were you here when you retired?
Yeah. No, we were on the other side of town.
No, I mean, were you at the base?
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to remember a guy was in maintenance? I'm not sure what years he was here. I was stationed with him in Germany.
Oh.
In the late 80s, and then he came here after that. Yeah, be careful on that porch.
Yeah, I mean, I can go down it, sort of no problem.
Yeah.
But I don't trust this porch.
Don, you don't have to go too far. Just
That's all right.
want to get an idea of what I should cut, what I shouldn't.
Well, it's the veins, and he's barefoot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Be careful. Huh?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Vein in vine.
Vines, yeah.
Let's see.
I said this one for sure.
The one leaning here.
Yeah, well, the one that's.
This one.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Because that one's new, and I don't.
That's a good tree. It just needs some dead stuff cut out of it, but.
Oh yeah, that one. Is
Yeah, but I
definitely-
mean, I'll cut like this limb here is gone, but you see some dead ones in there. I'll trim those up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about these here? This and this.
Yeah, go ahead and take them out.
All right.
That'll be fine.
Now behind the shop in the middle there, all those trees, there's some smaller ones. You want the smaller ones out of there, or all
Yeah,
of them?
because they're going to start disrupting the buildings.
I mean, I can take them all out now. There's no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then I'm gonna clean up the cedar tree,
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
limb it up so you can get under it, and then get some of them limbs off the shed. This thing here, this green thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's gonna go, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that started out as a bush.
I was gonna say it looked like it was some sort of bush at some point.
Yeah.
That's probably as far as I'll
I
get.
think that's the one I transplanted.
I'm just gonna cut today, and then
Yeah.
like I say, I'm just stacking everything up, and then probably toward the end of the month I'm gonna get a big chipper so I can chip it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to see that thing so bad.
Now the wood chips would be good
Yeah.
if I can get them all over the ground and spread them in, and let them decompose and put some nutrients in the ground.
Just to watch it get
Okay.
shredded.
But anyway, I'll get them done.
Oh,
Okay.
squirrel! Oh, we got a pissed off squirrel. just saw it just jump. Like, no, you can't have
I
my
noticed
trees.
that crepe myrtle on the other side over there. That's probably got to be trimmed down some. Or the one by the AC unit on the other side of the fence. I'll
Oh,
take care of it.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll trim them all up, and like the smaller ones I'll leave over there that aren't encroaching on anything. But back in here, I'll just limb things up and get it neat so we can see, and then and go from there.
All right.
Sound
Sounds
good? All right.
Sorry, Greg. I don't mean to pull you in.
Okay, the airport around here.
There we go. They're on the way.
All right. Thank you, little girl.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now the fun part.
You ever notice trees don't look that big until you cut them down?
Do what?
Trees don't look that big until you cut them down.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Okay, that was the homeowner who stepped out onto the deck, and I haven't really got a good look at that deck, and so I wanted them to be careful up there. There's still some junk that needs to be cleared off, but we'll get to that. Getting back to the car, we purchased that Chevy Cavalier, an '82, and then we got stationed in Germany, so we shipped the vehicle over to Germany. And, we had just gotten it 3 years earlier. I figured it'd be a good deal. Well, for any German folk that happen to be listening, or anybody that's ever been to Germany, a 1.2 or 3 liter 4-cylinder American car on the Autobahn doesn't really cut it. I mean, I'd be whining along on the Autobahn at having that thing pegged out at 82 miles an hour, whatever it was, and the German people in their beautiful cars would come whizzing by me like I wasn't even there. So that was the that was the bad part of it. The good part is when we lived, I think I mentioned we lived in a small village called Brook, and we lived up on the hill, very hilly there. And whenever the roads got icy, all the people that lived up the hill would park down in the soccer field parking lot and walk up, because their vehicles, they all had rear-wheel drive and they couldn't make it up the hill. But that Cavalier had front-wheel drive, so all that engine weight on the front wheels, we just crawled right up that hill, no problem. And the Germans were amazed at it. And in fact, a couple of times we gave people a ride up that were walking. So that was the good part of it. At any rate, it was, looking back, I wished I had not sent a vehicle over there and just purchased, a German spec vehicle. They, at the time, I don't know how it is now, but at the time their suspension was so much better than American suspension, only because windy roads and lack of speed limits, and they handled so good. I drove a couple of BMWs that friends had, and good Lord, they just hugged the road. So at any rate, that's the car story. But we decided when we retired that we would be driving new vehicles, and we have new vehicles now. I have a 2021 Ford Lariat that I just got this past May. I was getting to where I was trading vehicles every 2 years. I'm going to keep that Lariat in light of what's going on with vehicles right now. Hard to get them. I've only got 4,300 miles on it in almost a year. We don't drive that much. So the dealership that I get from, the salesman that I use, he found a nice Ford Ranger, which is, the smaller truck, and it's a 2019 model, in great shape. Got some miles on it, not a lot, but I think 53,000. But so I bought that to use, for my trailer and tools and stuff like that. It's a good truck, and now I don't have to worry about things breaking down and nickel diming me to death. The heater went out on the other truck. The fan motor went out. I had to put a hitch on it because all it had was a bumper hitch, and it was loosening up the bumper. And the two front wheel hubs need to be changed because they're loose. Yeah, just a lot of little things going on. And like I said, my wife told me she really didn't want me to buy that. And then, as it turns out, and it usually does, she was right. So anyway, now we have a good second vehicle. I also like the Ranger because she doesn't drive that much. She doesn't have a need to right now, because I try to do all the errands and stuff. She's done them all for years, so I said, look, I'll do this stuff, shopping and all that. She comes with me a lot, but she doesn't have to drive that often. But if she does drive, she'll feel more comfortable with that little Ford Ranger than she will with the bigger one. So anyway, that's the truck story. And no, I don't make enough money on YouTube to buy a new truck. I wish I did, but then again, I don't want to get like that. That's, I'm not doing this for business, and you folks know that. For the people that have been watching, you know where my interests lie. Okay, getting back to the video here. Like I said, I started clearing some trees, and you'll notice right there I chopped that tree, and I left about 2 feet out of the ground, only because in the front, when I was cutting a lot of these smaller trees, I made the mistake of leaving 3 or 4 inches, and I'd bump my toe on them or trip over them or something like that. So I left them tall until what I'm going to do is kind of dig around that and then cut them down below ground level, and then be done with it. So at least if they're 2 feet up in the air, hopefully I'll see it and not trip over it. But this was rewarding. You'll see I've got quite a few limbs starting to pile up, and we'll deal with that. And probably the next video we'll deal with those limbs. You see too there that they're a lot of these trees are all tangled. If you look behind me there, you can see the tangled mess. I really do have to be careful when I'm cutting and look up and keep an eye on it. And I didn't point the camera up on a lot of these, and I will from now on. Again, live and learn. I try to point it up a little bit so you can see the tops of the trees and all that. But the owner came out, and he basically said, you can cut except for the big trees. You can cut all these little trees down if you want, if you don't mind. I said, no, I don't mind. That's I'm having fun cutting trees, so I'll do that. Had a little mishap right here, but no big deal. Look at my face. Boom. But no harm, no foul. Everything worked out. Excuse me. So I've got a lot of tree work to do back in there. It's I'm getting toward the last section of the backyard, but back behind the 2 storage buildings, there's a lot of little trees and shrubs, and I'm going to get rid of all those. And then of course there's I'll get the brute back in there and get a lot of mulching done and stuff like that. So get everything cut up. Once the yard is done, everything is cleared, then I'll deal with either raking it or like I said, I've got that piece of chain link fence that's on the on that old trailer, and I'll try to drag it a little bit, maybe get stuff mixed up, maybe get some soil to the top of the layers and everything, and hopefully we'll get some grass growing. But I'll deal with that in the spring. We'll see. We might plant some seed and do some things. But once the yard is cleared, I'm gonna move that trailer out of there. I've got a couple of dump runs to make with some junk that they want to just get rid of, and I got that deck to deal with. I say deal with. It's not a chore. I like that. I want to get that cleared off and take a look at it structurally to make sure that it's okay. I have a sneaky suspicion I'll have to replace all the deck boards and probably a lot of the railings. But we'll see when the time comes. I told them be careful if they walk out there. I don't know how it is. So, but anyway, we'll get it all fixed up. Yeah. So it's going well over there. We're enjoying ourselves, or I'm enjoying myself. They're elated, which I'm thankful for. And I like this tree work. It's I enjoy working with chainsaws and cutting stuff. So you will notice on this video there's a lot of repeat views, and it's because of different camera angles. I kind of bundled them all together, and I said, hey, I just saw that, but I left it in there anyway. So they're different angles of some of the same stuff, but it just gives a different perspective. But you can see up there to the right there all the tangled mess in those trees and the limbs. That's where I've got to be careful, make sure that when I cut something that a whole mass doesn't fall down. A lot of that little stuff in the back right there is coming out of there, so that'll be nice. That'll open it up. One viewer asked me. They said they noticed a fence back there. There is a fence, and there's a house lot behind these folks. He's surrounded on 3 sides by the other folks. So the lot behind him, I'm sure they'll be thankful to get some of these trees from hanging over, and the people on each side, I'm sure they're happy. But, let's get some sunlight in there, let some air move through, make it livable and enjoyable rather than looking out on the forest. I don't have anything against trees, but, some of these ugly trees and some of the crepe myrtles back in there, they've already died out long ago. The red tip crepe myrtles, they're called, and for some reason or other, those don't have a long lifespan, so we're just going to get rid of them. But I'll go ahead and let you watch it a little bit here, and I'll come back in just a bit. You can see here I'm starting to get into that little clearing there. I had run the brush hog through there earlier, a week or two ago, and weed eated some of that ground ivy, so I could kind of see what's underneath it. And there was a lot of dead limbs that I picked up, but we're working our way around here. It's coming out good. It shouldn't take that much longer for the tree work, but anytime I start cutting limbs and trees up and stuff, I pretty much underestimate everything I do. I sometimes think that I have more time than I really do, or it's going to take less time than it really will, I should say. So, but it doesn't matter. We're going to just keep plugging along, and before you know it, it'll be warm again, which is great. Here in eastern North Carolina, January and February are the 2 months that we get concerned about. So we just had a winter storm Izzy roll through over the weekend, and it was pretty much a non-event for us. There was some ice buildup. I noticed some ice buildup on my shop roof, but it didn't really impact anything. We didn't even lose power. Flickered a couple times, but we didn't lose it. If we had lost it, I've got a generator transfer switch installed in the house, and I just hook the generator up, throw some breakers, and we'll be up and running again. So, but I put that transfer switch in, I don't know, 5 years ago maybe, and I tell everybody it's the best $500 I've spent and not used the thing once. It's one of those things that when you need it, you're glad you did it, and but you really hope you never have to use it, So it's there. Periodically, I crank up the generators and just test everything and make sure everything's still good. But we haven't had to use it for long periods of time now. When I put it in, shortly before that, we had a hurricane come through, and we lost power for about 5 days. And the people across the street from us had power. The people to our right, all the way down, had power. There were like 5 houses, mine, and 4 or 5 more up to the left that didn't have it. And then after that, everybody had power. And we couldn't figure out what was going on. So, I called the electric company and, talking to some young lady. And I said, the people all around me have power, but we don't. Can you tell us why? Well, sir, we can't really pinpoint every house and who has power and who doesn't. It's pretty hard for us to pinpoint that. And I just hesitated a moment, and I said, no, but I bet you if people don't pay their bill, you can pinpoint where they are. And she says, you make a good point. So I was just teasing with her. It turned out there was a limb laying across the 3 or 4 houses up. There was a limb laying across the wire, and they had removed the circuit breaker from it. And I don't know if they just forgot to come back or they were dealing with more people's problems or what, but anyway, they finally came back, and that's when I told my wife I'm buying that generator transfer switch and putting it in. So electricity, it's amazing. When you don't have it, you realize how much you love it. And the power company's always sending us emails on how we can save on electric, and they want you to be careful with it, and we are. However, at this point in my life, if there's something I need turned on in the house, it's going on. I'll pay the bill. That's it. It's just that simple. So at any rate, things are going well over here. Every time I look at these videos, I'm amazed at how much junk and stuff was in there. How much overgrowth, and how these poor people just. I don't know. When we bought our house, I think I mentioned it earlier on in the video, that our house was probably 2/3 of the backyard was covered in overgrowth. Like I had said, the house itself inside was move-in ready. It was very nice. For an older home, it was very nice. Great, clean, fresh paint on the walls and hardwood floors, and everything was good. But the people that lived here and that was selling it, they weren't outdoorsy type people, so there was a lot of overgrowth and stuff like that. And my wife proceeded to clear a lot of that out. In fact, we had a chain link fence on the back of our property that separated us from the a vacant lot behind us, and we didn't even know there was a fence there until I got crawling in there and got through all those vines and stuff. So we cleared it all out and worked good. So anyway, again, this is progressing along very well. Stay tuned for the next video. Hopefully I'll have it up. Today is Tuesday the 18th. Hopefully I'll have that video up by Friday of this week. If not, I'll have it up before the weekend is out. I got some errands to do and some more dental work I got to go and stuff like that. But when I do get over there next, I'm going to be introducing some new things. So, stay tuned, and we'll enjoy the next video together, I'm sure. I thank you all for watching. I thank you all for the comments, the support. Just unbelievable how wonderful people are. I'm amazed at how this thing has gone, and I'm very thankful for it. I'm thankful for you folks for watching and supporting us, and it gives me excuse me, something to do, and I enjoy it, and I love talking, and I hope that everyone is enjoying the videos. I hope you all have a great week, and I will talk to you on the next video.
Mm-hmm.